that's going to be helpful. I know it's going to be posted in the comments, so if you get a little lost, then refer to that. The instructions that came with your kit are also really awesome, easy to follow. So I do have a couple of things pre-done as well, just so we can get through with the amount of time that we have. So if you get lost, like, don't worry, like this is going to take you longer than 20 minutes to do. So.
And also this will be posted and saved on the page.
Yes, it
so
will.
So they can go back and watch it at their leisure.
For sure. Awesome. All right, let's go ahead and get started.
Can I go back here at least just a little bit?
Yes.
I thought this was great that you did. These are, we call these production pages at Paper Wizard. And Lisa's been with us for several years. So if you're ever wondering why and how we try to make sure all of the various pieces are in your titles and kits, these are the kind of instruction pages that we give our people to assemble with. And so Lisa's just taking that to the next level to make it easier for you guys to do your making tape.
Yes, absolutely. So, all right, so I'm just honestly going to be following this page kind of to a T. So I'm going to start with our 3 backers. I'm going to glue on the back of the piece that I'm going to be gluing, just so we don't have boogers showing through. So white to our green.
And this is also great, Lisa's doing. We always start in the back of your titles. We almost always have layers. So pretty much look for the bigger pieces, because that's where you will start.
Yes, so, okay, there are those 3. I'm gonna go ahead and set this to the side so we can work on the cookies. So I'm gonna do the candy cane cookie first. So get all of our pieces. Let's see, there we go. All right, so the candy cane cookie is 4 layers. We're gonna start with the brown layer. Let's see, just a little bit of glue. It is going on glitter, so you can be a little bit more excessive with your gluing. Or you can use liquid glue, that works too. Fortunately, because it's white glitter, you shouldn't see any of the glue boogers, so you don't have to worry about cleaning it up. So, and we flip it over. Same deal, just a little bit there. And we're gonna go right on our red. So you have that candy cane stripe. Then we're gonna glue it on our black so it pops. Maybe I'll actually glue the candy cane this time. Alrighty, gives it just a little bit of an outline. So, awesome. Next we're going to move on to our heart cookie. It's 3 layers. Glue on the back. Gonna go on brown first, not black. A little bit of an outline.
You know, in the old days, we used to cut through those papers 4 or 5 times, see all those different colors.
Man.
Now we just buy cookie paper.
Yes.
It's much easier.
For sure. So, and you'll notice that there are some pieces already missing here. Those are some of the things I did pre-glue, so don't worry about that. So, okay, heart cookies finished. Let's do our Christmas tree cookie next. I did go ahead and decorate the cookie. You have extra of these dots. So you don't have to decorate it just like this. You can do it however your heart desires. So
they probably have a third again more dots than you, or more ornaments than they need.
Yes, right? And if you notice, you don't really see the bottom row on the tree, so you could just do red and green ornaments if you wanted to. Okay. So, alrighty. So green, we're gonna put that on our yellow piece. Show that star through. And that's going to go on our brown piece here.
You know, Lisa did such a good job on another make and take that she filmed a couple days ago. We had her come back.
Yes. I believe Bonnie said this is the first time they're seeing you today, so who knows?
Then,
maybe it's
not.
not.
Then you'll see her twice today. And the good news, one of these was going to be me, so we'll save them from that because I don't do as good of a job as you do.
Alrighty, last we're going to do the Santa cookie. You do have 2 skin colors, and I did test them both, and they both look amazing, so choose your favorite. Skin color onto the black directly. I'll go ahead and move this over. Okay, then we're going to glue our glitter pieces. So, no we're not. We're not going to glue our glitter pieces. I keep doing that. We're going to glue our hat first. Can't have a Santa without a Santa hat. That's gonna line up right on the edge. Now we're gonna do our glitter. So I do 3 kind of just like rows of glitter. That last one's gonna get the 2 eyebrows and the little pom-pom on Santa's hat.
Can I point something out?
Yes, absolutely.
Turn that back over again. You notice she's gluing inside these, we call these cards, which is how we cut these on the laser machine. I would recommend you guys do the same because it's a great way to keep these pieces the right side up, as Chip says, to make sure you glue the right side of them. Because if they all get out of the card before you start gluing them, they might turn over, you might glue the wrong side. And this also protects them while you glue them. So
Yes.
I would recommend doing it her way if you don't have a better system on your own.
So it's gonna line up. I just line up at the bottom of his beard. You see his little ear poking through. Pom-pom on his hat and his eyebrows.
The eyebrows are probably the hardest part of the whole thing.
Probably.
They're tiny. See, and she definitely has tweezers, which we'd recommend for you guys.
Yes.
That was a good job, actually.
Thank you. These are We Love Paper Wizard
There you go.
tweezers too. So.
Which is the ones they will get eventually.
Eventually, yes. That is awesome.
They're supposed to have it in a box, but we'll get them to you after the show.
Yeah. So you know what? If you don't get through this, then maybe you will whenever you have tweezers. Last, we're gonna do his nose. So this one, put maybe a little bit of extra glue on it, just because it's going on that glitter. And glitter can be a little...
Persnickety.
Yes, persnickety is a great word.
That's a handsome Santa.
It is a handsome Santa. So, okay. And you could move on to the next part. We're going to go ahead and just finish out gluing everything to this card. So we're going to do the holly and the rolling pin. So holly is right here. First, this piece. Let's see. I can do this upside down. Okay, then our light green piece. Our white berries. And this one did come in a card with the little icing pieces for the tree of the garland tree. I just went ahead and popped it out so it wouldn't be sticking everywhere with glue already on the back. So, not impossible if you pop it out of the card, but definitely easier when you do have it in a card, as you can see. Alright, so there's the holly, and next is our rolling pin. So there are 4 layers. We have our black layer first. We're going to put our red layer on. Next is our green. Oh goodness, got a little excited there. I like baking. Actually, I like cookies. Do you have a favorite cookie, Eric?
Cookie?
Yeah.
The one in front of me.
That is a good...
No, it's hard to argue with crumble
That's true.
these days, especially because they're so big.
Oh yeah, for sure. So, alrighty, so there are all these cookies. I'm gonna go ahead and set that to the side as well. And we're gonna get started on our cookies for Santa word. So, come over here real quick, Eric. I have pre-glued all of these on what I am showing you today. We have 3 pieces. I'm gonna show you this one right here, this little white one is persnickety. So, just be aware of that. We're gonna start with our dark browns. It's in this card. Go ahead and put the glue on. And it just gets centered in the white. Next is, let's see, that's right. This card. This one is glued to the upper left. So instead of center, you're just gonna go up and to the left. Just gives it a little bit of that dimension there. Looks like
A little PW pizzazz.
Yes. Okay.
Now this is tricky, so I'm going to have you guys look at this carefully.
So I'm just putting my finger over it. You just need to kind of dab it.
Okay. 'Cause this is a very skinny piece.
Mm-hmm. And then to get it out of the card, I would definitely recommend tweezers. You can just kind of run them under until you find where that tab is. So the C's, this one's at the bottom. Just kind of pop it out. And the paper that the card of the paper, not the
Yeah.
piece.
And the great thing, because these are cookies, they're not supposed to be exact. So just put it down wherever it looks good to you.
Yes, absolutely.
That's a good job.
So, all right, we're gonna grab our 4.
This is a pretty comprehensive making take, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's honestly, it's just a lot of pieces, so it looks overwhelming. I know I was a little overwhelmed by it, but
Of course, rumor has it you did the Barbie one too.
I did do
Which was harder?
Which one? I don't know. I think this one's probably harder just because it has more pieces.
Okay.
Yeah. So, all right. Last, we're almost done. This is awesome. So, we have our black letters and our red letters. So, I'm just gonna do one line. Sorry, I thought I had it the wrong way up. Don't want to put glue on there. So, and for these black letters, you can kind of see down here. There's some etching. You're just gonna line your letter up with each of those.
You know, while you're doing that, I want to thank Cynthia and Allison at Doodlebug for allowing us to use their art on this make and take. And really the rest of this page, the companion page. So, don't know if you guys are watching right now, but thank you, ladies, for that favor. You're pretty good, man.
Oh, thank you. It's like I've been
It's
doing
like-
it
it's
for
like
a couple of years.
It's like you've been working here for a couple of years.
Yeah, almost 3 years actually.
How about that?
That is crazy to think about. I started here on Bonnie's birthday. Alrighty, so these red letters, kind of like the middle layer of the cookies right here, I'm gonna glue them up and to the left. So they're just gonna line up with the corners. Nice and simple.
Those of you that are in our Page Kit Club, you know that's pretty much what we always do when we do shadows and stuff. To the top and to the left is kind of our way, but certainly you can do it any way you want. If you think it looks better some other way.
Alrighty, so now I'm going to bring all these things that we just put together kind of back into the picture. So I'm going to flip our cookies over, go ahead and put glue on all of them.
This is the fun part, huh?
It is the fun part, and honestly, you can use pop dots for this as well. I'm just going to show you with glue. So it looks great either way. I did it both ways, so no big deal. The rolling pin popped out, but that's fine. So first we're going to put down our tree and our Santa cookies. Okay, then we're going to take a break, glue this. This is probably one of the pieces that if you decided to put pop dots on, I would do, just because it gets a little thick over here with the cookies. Yeah. So, but I'll show you without. That way you can make a informed decision. Yes. So,
you know what my new best friend are?
What?
Are those thin pop dots.
Oh, yeah.
Because then you can do, if you look here, we have various layers here.
Mm-hmm.
You can accomplish a couple of those layers just using thin or thick
Yeah,
ones.
I believe that there's 2
and then we did
stacked on top.
The double pop.
Hey, that's awesome. That's what I did at home. So, all right, next is our candy cane. You can see over here it's going to get pretty thick. And then our heart cookie. All just kind of lines up with that white backer. And our holly.
You know what I always say, Elise?
What do you say?
Once they started putting wood in scrapbooks, I thought, you know what, that opens up the Pandora's box for us to do layers.
Oh, yes. Absolutely. So fun. All right, so
Look
here
at that.
is our finished title. Here's what it looks like with just glue everywhere. And then again, you have pop dots if you choose to use them. Either way, looks great.
Awesome job.
Awesome. All right, let's get going. My goal is to definitely get through this apron. If you can get through the apron, then like with this little gingerbread, you're gonna have no problem with the big gingerbread. So, and again, this is gonna be posted in the comments for you guys if you get a little lost. So, grab my apron pieces.
Slow you down.
So, alrighty. So I'm gonna start real quick. We've got 4 apron pieces. I'm gonna go ahead and just get all of those done really quickly.
Again, going from tall to small, we say big to small with the back pieces.
Yes. This is gonna line up real nice. And this one will as well. Okay, I'm gonna set this aside. This gingerbread man is the part that is a little bit more difficult.
Because he's so small.
Yes, so as you can see, I have a little bit of, you know, just like his eyeballs need to be poked out. I know some people that their eyeballs need to be poked out. So, all right, I'm gonna turn him over. I am gonna keep him in the card because he's tiny and so I don't wanna lose pieces. I just put a whole stripe of glue down because we're gonna be gluing 3 pieces behind, and you'll be able to see a little bit better on like the picture posted in the comments. I've got this brown piece, it's going behind this little piece of hair. I have a black piece going behind his eyes and his mouth, and the red piece here going behind to fill in his buttons. So turn him over. Then I'm gonna do the actual gingerbread man part. Just some pieces need to be popped out there too.
Those of you at home, if you're wondering why we're doing it this way, is this is to give you all of the detail on this little teeny guy, because we had to make him so small to fit in that pocket.
Yes.
So we didn't want to give you these single white pieces to lay on top, because you would not be liking me right now.
Yes. Okay, then we just have this tiny bow.
Speaking of tiny pieces.
Yes. This one, you can use your fingers, but my fingers are fat, so I use tweezers. Just to hold down the one side, throw his little bow on. So, okay, real quick, I'm gonna do the whisk part. Put the handle on the whisk. Turn him over. Then I'm just gonna do a little dab at the top and then a line. Pretty sure, yep, I sure did. Glued it on the wrong side. The whisk should go on your right.
That's why we use non-permanent glue, huh?
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so your whisk is just gonna line up right there. Put some glue on our gingerbread man. And his arm is gonna kinda, and honestly, what I would do when you're not in a time crunch is kind of just lay out the gingerbread man in your pocket to see where you want him to lay. But I'm just gonna kind of eyeball it right there. Using a pop dot on this would be super cute, but I'm just gonna show you glue.
Boom, look at
Put it
that.
right there. So, awesome. So,
Good looking apron.
should we run through our sheet, or do you think we have time to do
You have a minute.
a minute? Okay, I will just run through on this sheet. So, again, like I said, if you can do that little gingerbread man, you can do the big one, no problem. So, what I would do is I would begin by brown to black, your white pieces, your bow, and your buttons, and then add your whisk in. And the holly is just like the holly that we did in the title, just a little bit bigger, and switch what side the light green is on. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So basically move from left to right here.
Yep,
And
just
you
like a
can't go
book.
wrong. And again, here you're going to be putting those pieces on top because they're way bigger than they were with our little pocket guy.
Yep. So
That's awesome.
if you have any questions, these are going to be in the comments. Your instructions are great, or you can always pause this video. So thanks so much for being with us today. See ya.